Welcome to Bubba Rob's Carnivore Journey. Good morning, everybody. It's Bubba Rob here. How's it going? Good morning. It's Wednesday morning, 27th. Yesterday I thought today was going to be the 30th, so I better correct myself. You know, today I want to talk about possibly what to expect from the carnivore diet, or what you think you'd expect, and I'll tell you what I expected and what actually happened. So it kind of reiterates some of the things I've said before, and also with the self-analysis, I kind of want to go over a couple things on my video yesterday first. Okay. One thing I do with my journey in making these videos, I try and do it in a manner where I'm trying to improving as a person. So I actually go over what I say quite a bit. And sometimes I release something or say something that I think might be offensive, or, like people might get a little bit butthurt over it. I don't know. So this, to some degree, is somewhat of an apology, or maybe more of a clarification. But what I noticed was that after what I released yesterday, I actually lost a subscriber, and I started thinking, well, why did I lose a subscriber from that video? What did I say that may have been offensive? I don't know. But I narrowed down a couple things. One of the things is, after I was talking about my mom and my dad and what she's going through, I made a comment about, after watching what they're going through, there's no excuse. And I really wholeheartedly mean that. And I also explained that, we have all different varying degrees of trauma. But what I really want to put out there is, when I talk about stuff like that, I'm trying to motivate people to improve themselves. I'm trying to improve myself. So if for whatever reason, if a comment like that offends you, or you're upset about it, leave a comment. I mean, how am I supposed to improve myself if I don't know? And like, I am continually working on myself as trying to be a stoic, and a big part of that is not passing judgment. And I don't mean to sound like I'm passing judgment on something like that. And the other thing that might have offended people was, and it was kind of how I said it when I was talking about the one YouTuber that I felt was really embarrassing himself with how he portrays himself on YouTube. I find that we need to have some positive role models, and we need to work on ourselves mentally and physically for when we get to the point in our journey where that weight is gone. And we need to, I guess, move forward and do something that, if we're going to leave a legacy, that it's not self-defeating. I think as a society, we've kind of gotten to the point to where we kind of like to see somebody make an ass out of themselves and some misery, and then there's some people who are genuinely there to root the person on. But is there a way we can do it and still have some self-respect, and be a role model for other people to achieve their journey? I mean, I'm a fat guy. I mean, I don't like it. I just don't get, if we're going to sell our soul, if we're dancing around and letting our crop jiggle everywhere, and so somebody can have a source of entertainment and watch to make money. But I guess if you're okay with it, and if you're offended that I feel that way or talk about it, then really, I suppose this isn't the channel for you. Sorry. But as far as what to expect from the carnivore diet, I think for most people, they're just looking for genuinely better physical and mental health. Everybody's doing it for a little bit different reason. Myself, it's actually a combination of things. Working on depression, PTSD, trying to do it with a non-pharmaceutical route, and plus dealing with my weight and arthritis. Now, because I've done it before and I didn't stick to it, I had a pretty good idea what was going to happen. But it's not really the same as the first time I did it. A little bit different. Your body changes, your composition changes, and I think also we might become a little bit more residual if we go on and off it, on and off it, on and off it. I think if you're gonna do it, just my opinion, and I'm not a doctor, that you just hammer at it and put your head down and move forward and really, really give it a good shot, and don't ease up until you got results, and try and stay focused. So that's why things like cognitive behavioral therapy, stoicism, any kind of motivational stuff or exercise you can do to add to that diet is extremely important. I hope people understand that. But what I've noticed is, for myself, I think what you expect is weight loss, which has happened, um, better mental clarity, which has happened, uh, reduction in arthritic pain, which has happened. Uh, you're probably expected at the first beginning to have issues with your fecal matter, your bowels, which has happened. I've had both, where I've had the diarrhea and also constipation. Um, it's taken me a little bit longer to dial that stuff in than I think most. What else would I say? And I think in a social aspect, you have expectations that it's a little bit more socially accepted than it is. You expect that you probably get more support from your immediate group, i.e., your family, for example, close friends, say fellow workers. You'll find that some people are interested and some people are extremely disinterested. They don't understand. So you don't want that to deter you, right? You just want to keep going forward. What I've found with watching other YouTubers, I found lots of inspirational stories, which is good for the most part. I think everybody's fairly positive and they're trying to help out. I think there's a fine line with what type of advice we should give people, because you don't want people to do something based on your opinion and you really not be accurate, especially with medical stuff. So I really try and be cognizant of that, and really watch about what I say, whether I don't want to say something where I don't either have the information to that I could actually cite, or actually have the educational background to back it up. But I will say, after watching other YouTubers, I find that my progress with certain things are probably fairly equivalent to others, and sometimes it's not. But I really feel that everybody is an individual, and there's going to be variations from one person to the next to what actually works and why. I've noticed, like with myself, quite a bit of mental clarity, but I'm still having issues with depression with my PTSD. And I really believe one big part of it is the thought process that I have, where I continue to work through. And also sometimes um, I feel maybe the diet, I don't know if the diet's got anything involved with it, but getting flashbacks from certain incidents is kind of tough. Maybe at some point I'm going to discuss more about that on my channel. So maybe the people that, I don't know, may be offended with how I say things sometimes can understand it a little bit better where I come from. But, I really hope if you decide to take this journey, you have just incredible results. I hope that maybe some of your results can be quite a bit more positive than mine. I think overall mine are fairly positive. And think out of the box and maybe look at things that aren't necessarily strictly carnivore related to assist in your journey. Today I started watching a program from Impact Theory, Tom Bilyeu, and he's interviewing a neuroscientist talking about depression and things and pathways and psilocybins and SSRIs, and I've only got about halfway through it because I believe the conversation's 2.5 hours long, and I found it very, very deep and very, very informative. I don't quite understand all of it, but I think it's a really good thing to actually look at. And what I'll do is when I post this video, I'm going to send a link in the description to the video because I believe it's important. I'm not on here just to give other people a great big hug to try and get more views. I really want to try and get to the bottom of this and do something positive for people and move forward. Anyways, I should let you go. If you like, please like, share, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I want to gain some momentum. I want to hit that 250 mark or 200 mark soon. Hopefully we'll get there. Remember, if you want to be a good carnivore, good person, good stoic, good biker guy, gal, good blues guy, gal, good whatever, most important thing is be kind. Okay? I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. I would like you to subscribe, leave a comment, like, and share.